Welcome to devlog number 41 for a Fish In Sea, the best to-do list app ever created. Today, I worked on, some random bug fixes. Yesterday, I said I was going to be working on the island system a lot. That was a lie. I got a little bit bored of doing that today. So I just went through, I have this master list of just all the random bugs and little things that I want fixed. I picked two things and I just worked on them today. And so I'm proud to say that we got two small things done. Now, the first one is just a very simple thing that used to be happening in the gambling system, where when you went to redeem bait coins, after you would hit the fast forward button, you would still be able to click on like that back row of slots, and then that wouldn't send you off the screen. But now it does, and what I'm realizing now is you can still click the fast forward button. So I apparently didn't fix the entire issue, but we can real-time hotfix that. If we go over here and we turn on the ship home screen, then you guys can see here that over in the pop-ups window, we can go and turn on the bait coin menu, and then over on bait gamble, we can see that the fast forward button is a little bit too high here. We're going to want to bring it down below the gray background too, and this will basically just allow it so that it's only in the first half of the game, and that way in the second half of the game, it does not exist because you are now just claiming your rewards. You no longer need to fast forward. So if we go back over here, by the way, Colby made an amazing fast forward sprite today, so massive shout out to Colby for getting that one on quick notice, because not an easy thing to do, but she did it really, really well, and it looks amazing. So I'm super happy with that. And as you guys can see right here, if you go ahead and hit the fast forward button now, it'll still go behind that gray screen. And then when you go ahead and click off, it actually works. I had to swap up a little bit of code for this, really nothing much. It's just kind of searching through old functions, seeing where I actually modified stuff in the past, and then making sure that it's looking good now. So overall, that's everything I did on that system. Really just a simple change right there that took a little bit of time, but the bigger one that I worked on today, and still isn't perfect, but is better than it was, the rearranging system for tasks. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do this, because I want a nice system that works well, that's intuitive. And right now I've got the arrows, the up and down arrows, and these were annoying because when you would hit the up button, then this would just swap with that, and then you would have to move your finger and go and click this one, and then scroll up and then hit this, and then scroll up and hit this. You guys get the idea. What I want it to do is when you click up, it centers on the new task's location, or technically the old task's location. So when I click up, it would center on your thing, and basically that way you could just keep your cursor in the same spot on the screen and just spam up, and then it would go up. The issue with that is that the code for this is a little bit strange, and as you get further down in it, the scaling gets weirder and it just gets odd overall. So I'm still trying to figure out how this system works. My code is a little bit janky. ChatGPT has been helping me out a bit, but ChatGPT is not great at this stuff. I'm going to be so real. So typically, I just trust my own coding hands on this. As you guys can see here, I do not comment my code like this. You can tell if ChatGPT made it if the comments are not all caps lock, because for some reason that's a habit that I've gotten into. But this really just is a system that I'm not good at. I'm not good at world space versus local space yet. It's still stuff that I need to learn. And unfortunately, that's this entire issue. So right now, I'm just trying to figure out how that actually works and how I can make this system work better. I'm still not sure if I try and want to implement a drag and drop system. I think it would take a while. It might be a little bit difficult, but it could be worth the payoff. And it is something that I'm interested in, and it is something that I'm looking into. Oh, another thing, I forgot, we did 3 things today. When you go ahead and add a new task now, the add button to add to top versus add to bottom is now on the right side of the screen, just to make it a little bit simpler here. So if we go ahead and say bottom task added, and then we go ahead and hit done, it'll add it to the bottom of your task list. But let's say I need to have a priority task, and we go ahead and flip this to the top, and then we hit done, it will now add it to the top of your task list. So just a nice little fix there that just kind of makes things a little bit nicer. Also, while we're thinking about this, what we can probably do is go back into here and then say, all right, we want to actually, we would have to add in a bunch of things. I may or may not do this, but basically my thought here is that when you go ahead and do that, if you add to the top, it'll kick you straight to the top of your task list. So now you can instantly see what you've just added. It's a thought that I may or may not do depending on how I feel it's playing when I test it, but that'll be a feature that I do for another day. For now, that's everything that I worked on today. 3 small fixes. We still have got got the whole island system to work on. So we've got a ways to go on that, and that's a bigger project for another day. But I wanted to just kind of take a little break today, work on some smaller systems that need to get done, but have kind of been on the back burner for a while. I just wanted to clear some stuff off there so that when I'm cooking with gas on the next one, I don't feel like I'm going to catch the other stuff on fire and totally forget about it, and then it just gets burned and left behind. I thought that was a really good analogy, by the way. I was really proud of that one. But overall, that is the entirety of devlog number 41. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and let's hit a little bit of a quick outro from our artist, Colby.
Bye.